Hi, friends. So here's a newsletter article I wrote in November 4, 2023, or at least it was published on that date. Not this, not the most popular, but it got some good traction. It was the second newsletter I published, the first being simply like an introduction to Comics Odyssey. So this one's called Monsters in the Ocean on the Human Mind Map. Comments on AI art. In this short article, I will be addressing one of the most common defenses of AI art, that it is just a tool. My first response to this argument is that this is a nonsensical statement. I don't think the people saying this really mean anything by it. It's a hand wave. For instance, a car is not just a car. The invention of the car is also the invention of the car accident, of drunk driving, of carpooling, of gas stations, and of the suburbs. Nothing is ever just anything. Everything that is invented ends up resulting in the invention of many things unimagined up to that point. In 1890, suburbs were but a monster in the ocean on the human mind map. This is why I prefer typing my comic script drafts on a typewriter instead of a computer, because I understand the computer as a writing tool for editing. But the typewriter's limitations make it better suited for free flow writing. In addition to this, the typewriter rewards the completion of each sentence with the sound of a bell. The typewriter is for writers. The computer is for editing. Every tool is for something. We just don't know what AI is for yet, but we can take some guesses. First, we have to understand that AI isn't what its name would suggest. There is nothing intelligent about artificial intelligence. What AI does is farm intelligence. This is one of the things it's for. It's a tool for farming human intelligence. The Matrix movie explored this concept of machines farming human energy. In a less direct manner, vampire myths deal with this subject. Vampires, classically speaking, are lifeless aristocrats who live off the life force of others and are endlessly consumed with a hunger that is never sated. Much like what AI either is or could become if we are not careful. I don't entirely know what AI is or will be for, hence why I don't use it. But I have zero doubt it will be Promethean in nature, delivering both many boons and many curses. However, due to the long history of use of traditional drawing tools, it is known what they are for, and I have a long tradition of ancestors to mentor me from the past on how to make best use of it. The limitations of traditional drawing tools are their feature for me, not a drawback. I will be exploring this topic further on my other socials, so go ahead and give those a subscribe. And please subscribe to this Substack if you're not already subscribed, as I will be updating it with news about upcoming free comic releases, all made using traditional tools. So this got 9 likes and 6 restacks. I think at the time AI was a hot topic on Substack and in social media in general. This has died down as AI becomes more integrated into our life. there's a few things that stood out for me from this article. First, I no longer use the typewriter. I'll show you what I use now. I find this even better than the typewriter. It's my little notebook, right? And I write my notes in there. And on the back, I have a piece of sandpaper. I should look if you guys can see that. I have a piece of sandpaper, and I can sharpen my pencil on it. My lead holder, because I don't use this for drawing anymore. This used to be my main tool, but it was too heavy and was hurting my arm and my wrist. So I'm using regular wood pencils now because they're lighter. But yeah, so this is the main tool I use for putting down my ideas. And then so that's like, it's really like a physical thing. It feels nice, and I carry it around with me everywhere. So whenever an idea pops into my head, unless it's in the car or something, I can write it down straight away. So that was one thing that stood out to me. The other one was that I used the word subscribe too much. Let's see. That I did start to use AI. I use ChatGPT. I played with that, and I found it useful because it bypasses search engines, like ad-based search results. So instead of sending, advertised sponsored links, I can point AI towards specifically more closely what I'm looking for. I found it useful for finding references, photo reference packs from sources I would not have found otherwise. So that's been useful. It's also it's more centralized, so I don't have, like, if I'm trying to come up for names for places and stuff, I don't have to go to the Latin translator website, put in my words to translate into Latin, then go to the anagram website to make anagrams, because these aren't things that I enjoy doing, just jumbling up letters on a piece of paper. I have the computer do it. But then with ChatGPT, I don't need to bounce around from website to website. I can just do it all in the one website, right? So that's been useful. Still not using AI art. I do believe it's important to my art practice to be using traditional art tools. So that's the first one. That's it for this newsletter reading YouTube video. I'll see you in the next one.